Hey everyone, Miss Cutrera here. Today we're going to be doing a fun and easy drawing of the character Sonic from the movie Sonic the Hedgehog. So here we go! Okay, so materials, we have Sharpie, we have alcohol markers, and we have some Prism color pencils. If you're using the exact same alcohol markers, I have a link in the description. You can see the exact colors we have, or you can use any type of materials like normal markers or colored pencils or even crayons. All right, so we're gonna make the ear and then the top of his head with a triangle kind of shape, and then another triangle shape for his other ear. Okay, bring that in, and then we're gonna draw the main part of his face or his head first. Come down here, make it more of a flat shape that comes together with the oval. All right, now let's do the inside of his ear. Coming back with a curve, then come back around like that. And then notice how there's a little overlap, or a little of the line comes through top part of his ear. All right, we did the other side. All right, now we're gonna do the eye. So it curves out and then curves the other way, and then he kind of looks almost angry because he has some intense eyes. We're gonna make him smiling so he's not gonna look scary. All right, big eye right there. So a straight line curved into another kind of straight line with a little curve here, and then kind of more straight coming in. All right, the wrinkle. Okay, next we're gonna draw his mouth. Coming across, make him have a little smiley face. Good. Then we'll do the nose. Kind of like a circle, but a little bit smaller on the bottom, kind of like a triangle circle shape. Nice. And remember, yeah, it's best to do pencil first, so if you mess up you can erase and then go over with marker. All right, we have these, he has like these big hair chunks coming off the side. So we did two there, one here, one there. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna do the arm. So it's gonna have like a curve, then it's gonna go straight down where his belly and torso is. And then this arm is a little farther, so it's a little shorter. We're gonna connect that. All right, let's draw the outline of his belly next. So kind of the same shape. Awesome. And remember guys, when you're doing yours, this is the easier version, but it's not supposed to look exactly the same. If it looks a little different, that is fine. You guys are practicing. And sometimes you can make it look your own unique way by changing it up a little bit, or happy mistake, as Bob Ross would say. All right. So his knee, his back leg is kind of, his like thigh is kind of like a straight cylinder, but then that little part I just drew up there, that's like the back calf, and then he has his shoe back there. So there's some really cool overlapping here with his shoe back there. They kind of just look like a bunch of random shapes because of the perspective. So it's like the knee or the thigh, then the knee, then the top of the shoe, then the bottom part of the shoe. I think that's like his sock. Yeah, and then the shoe. So there's like multiple overlapping. Bunch of curved lines. And it also gets smaller farther away. So it doesn't even look like a shoe, but once we put it all together, it's gonna look real good. All right, connect that. So the toe of his shoe also is kind of pointed farther away from us, so it's really small, it kind of vanishes. All right, now we're gonna do his kind of like, he has like gloves on. So if you guys can see, we're kind of keeping the curve. It's not just a straight line, it's like a curve. You see that curve I'm making? Then connecting with a straight line. That's gonna make it look like real 3D, like everyone's hand or arm and wrist. It's basically like a cylinder. So you're gonna draw with curves, which add that realistic look. All right, so here is the thumb, and then we're gonna have like the hand with the knuckles. So he has about 3 big knuckles and then a little small pinky knuckle at the very end. All right. Now we're gonna do the glove again, and see that circle I'm talking about? It's going around. That's how you draw cylinders. You can check out how to draw 3D shapes. I talk about drawing with more cylinder than just drawing it straight across. You keep it a curve. So we're gonna make another curve there. Now let's start to draw his hand. So his thumb is kind of in a weird angle, but then he has his knuckles up here. So we kind of do a wavy lines. Then it connects. All right, we're almost done. We just need a little detail in the eyes, and we're gonna do the shoe right now. So here's the sock right here. And remember, if I go too fast, please pause it if you're following along. We have a curve, a smaller curve, and then a straight across at the bottom curve. Little bump there coming around for the top part of the shoe. Right there. We're gonna come around here with the sole of his shoe. Connect that. Okay, and the bottom part. And this part of the shoe, here's another cool art vocabulary of doing details in the front. And when things are in the foreground, which is technically his whole, I guess the whole Sonic is in the foreground, but if you want to say his foot is also in the foreground, which is the closest thing up, he has, yeah, the foot there with more detail. So we're gonna do the top part of the shoe, but if you guys will notice, the other shoe has not nearly as much detail as this one. We're gonna do the whole bottom of the grip of the shoe. You don't have to do that, but that will make it look more realistic because, like I said, it's closest to you, so it's gonna have the most amount of detail. All right. So this is based off of the movie Sonic 1. And then we're going to do Sonic 2 with Advanced Sonic 2 coming out soon. And then also there's a new movie, I think Sonic 3 coming out in December. And I think it has a new character called Shadow. I think he's like the evil Sonic or something. So I'm excited to draw him next. He looks pretty cool. He's like black and red. All right, so notice that like waffle shape I did, kind of like a Vans shoe or a Converse. So you can do that, or you could just leave it blank. But like I said, that adds extra detail. All right, let's do his eyes. So the eye is like an oval coming up. And when you do pupils and eyes, you only draw like half of the circle or half of the oval. Okay, so as we finish this up, I'm going to do the other eye, pupil and everything. And we're going to do a fast forward of the color. And if you guys pay close attention, there is some good stuff like how to shade with a darker color marker and highlights and shadows. So there's some good info in there for you guys. So I'll talk a little bit about the final process once we fast forward or we do the time lapse. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, as we finish this up, notice guys, I have the prism colors last. We're doing the shadows, we're doing the highlights. It looks flat, it looks acceptable, but this is what really pushes it to the next level. As you guys can see, I also use a gray alcohol marker to do some really nice shading, like under the top part of his eye. Makes it look kind of glossy and shiny. And then we're adding a bunch of little white hairs, blue hairs, light blue, dark blue. So when we do the advanced Sonic, I'm gonna take this to the next level. So it's gonna make it look more realistic and more detailed. But this is starting to look more advanced as you start to add more details with the colored pencils. So I think this turned out great. I'm happy, and I'm sure you guys are gonna turn out amazing as well. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.